This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the pathfinder for radio. Elegbete TV Radio, redefining broadcasting. Listen.
All right, good morning and welcome to the late starting edition of this Monday. Everything that could go wrong have gone wrong today, and I don't know if in the middle of the show something else goes wrong, but it will make up for it. It's 15 minutes, right? I'll give you guys your 15 minutes back. Good morning and welcome to the Monday edition of the Spurs Buffet. Not today of all these. You know, if you understand what I mean with the result we've seen on the weekend and everything that has gone on, it's supposed to be the day where we come on the show and we're firing on all cylinder. You know, when I woke up this morning around 5:55, I was like, oh, I wish I was on radio because I have a lineup of music to describe the show today, but unfortunately this is YouTube. You can't play music, so yeah, make do with this boring sick tune that keep coming on. You know, you just go on with it because it's what YouTube says you should use. What you do, okay? But to be very honest, you know, it was a funny build up to the weekend game. I mean, before the international break, I told you guys that Man United will come good against Southampton. That one is for sure. In Ramsey, you never say anything. You concede goal, you know, if he smile again. Say his father was saying he nearly smile because they put up a bench. You never say anything. You see what class goalkeeper keeping for Arsenal. You say Ramsey should go and keep. No problem. Let's just leave Ramsey out of that place. You know, everything's just funny. Like, Ademola Lookman, damn, the brother can play football. Yes, he's, you know, look at the Ballon d'Or. He should be in the top 4, top 5. Okay, the boy can play football. Ooh, he's Victor Moses 2.0. There's just something about him, his movement when he's on the ball. I like a player who gets the ball and he's not going back. Like, oh boy, if there's a wall there like Bugs Bunny, whip out a pencil, draw a door and go through, or break through, get a wrecking ball and break through. That's exactly what Ademola Lookman is all about. Like, I'm going. It's no stop, ain't no stopping us now. We on the move, you know. Oh man, it was and then Spurs fans, I told you they are shitty club. They don't have it. Even a dilapidated Arsenal still managed to beat them. You know, it's just them. But then there was one moment of the weekend that just got everybody talking that I do not understand. I honestly do not understand. I'm trying so hard to understand why it got everybody talking. I still do not understand it. Okay, what do I mean by that? Boniface assisted 1 and scored 2. Yeah, in his team 4-1 win away to Offenheim. And then everybody is talking about the celebration that he made. I was like, wait a minute. Is it that they erased everybody's brain or something? I don't know. Maybe everything have changed. And Bayern Munich also find a way to win 6-1 to let everybody know that company's ball is in good company. And they are top. They're top on the pile. Okay. 3 games, 3 wins, 11 goals scored, 3 goals conceded. No playing around, no messing around. Borussia Dortmund are there again, looking like they want to challenge, but you know them now. When it matters most, they will crumble. But what's it called? Company's ball is in good company. I tell you, for free, it's in good company. Everything is working well. Harry Kane scored 4 goals already, made 2 assists. He's on top of the pile there, just the same way. He's in good company with Kramaric of Offenheim, who scored 4 and assisted 1. You know, it's just how you want the season to unfold for a manager like Vincent Kompany, who everybody's saying that they might not do well. Talking about scoring 4 goals, AC Milan also scored 4, yes, against Venezia, and Venezia picked up a red card. No, not a good day in the office. Not a good day in the office at all. You know, when you concede 4 goals, in 29 minutes, they were already 4 goals down. You know that game was already done. That game was done. Theo Hernandez got an assist from Rafael Leao in the 2nd minute, and it was a goal. Fofana got an assist from Pulisic, and in the 16th minute, it was a goal. Pulisic scored a penalty in the 25th minute, 3-0. Tammy Abraham scored another penalty in the 29th minute, and that was all she wrote. Okay, so in that game, somebody is wondering, did Sam Chukwueze play? Yes, he came on in that game. in the 79 minute for Christian Pulisic. So for those of you asking if Samuel Chukwueze played, yes, he did play. And if you look at that game carefully, there were like 4 Nigerians that were, dressed for that game. Samuel Chukwueze, Tammy Abraham, even though it's an English flag that is on his name, and then you have Tomori, who's on the bench, who didn't get to play, and then you have the Switzerland Okafor, Noah Okafor, but it's a Nigerian, but hey, and then that's just on the wayside. Okay, so Venezia, they just couldn't get it, their way at the San Siro. It was 4 goals to nothing, so it was fine. And then you have Juventus going to Empoli and drawing 0-0. Some result that for me I wasn't expecting anyway. I was expecting that Thiago Motta's ball would be balling enough to get you across the finishing line. But then, surprise, surprise, in Italy, one team that everybody expects to struggle on top of the pile is early days, and let's not make noise about it. But in England, Man City on top of the pile is, and nobody's saying it's early days. Napoli, after that disgraceful defeat in their first game against Verona, 3 goals to nothing, when they traveled to Verona and lost 3 goals to nothing, they turned the tide around. They played against Bologna, they won 3 goals to nothing, and then they played against Parma, they won 2 goals to 1, and just right now, this weekend, they played against Cagliari, and they won 4 goals to nothing. It's early days, I agree. I know, I'm not arguing with anybody. But then, the signs are looking good that Antonio Conte knows what he's doing. But then, in Turkey, they scored 5 goals. Osimhen celebrated 1 goal, but eventually it was not credited to him, whatever it is. But at least they won their game, and the energy of the Turkish one, it's not surprising to me anyway, because in Turkey, that's how they rule. When you go to Turkey, Turkey is a place where the fans, the ultras, are really over the top, and I like the way they do it. So if Victor Osimhen keep playing like that and keep scoring, definitely he finds a way to start scoring and then continue to go scoring. It'll be good. But I need to ask you guys, which result surprised you the most? Nottingham Forest coming to Anfield, the place where angels dare not to tread on, going there. Nottingham Forest will not be Aston Villa or any big team. Nottingham Forest going to Anfield and slotting in very well and cancelling and slot ball, or depleted Arsenal yesterday going to 3-point lane and winning and putting on a command performance in the act of defending. Which one really got you like, whoa, something is happening here, right? So which one got you the most in the weekend game? And any other talking point that you have, anything you want to talk, I'm all here. Ask me whatever question. I'll try my best to give my own honest response. Might not be what you want to hear, but I'll give you my honest response today. I apologize once again for coming on 15 minutes late. The problems, what happened, what held us back, is too numerous to mention. So let's just enjoy the show as best as it is. Timothy Daimbo, okay, my man Friday on a Monday, I made it so easy that we can touch on the Nigerian League, touch on the European football, and everything in the news segment, and it's beautiful. Like I said, you can follow him on Twitter, on IG, or on X, and IG is at TMT_Deimbo. Deimbo is spelled DEHINBO. So follow him there and just give him a tweet that says thank you for the good work you're doing on the Spurs Buffet. Just by way of encouragement. And I also want to say massive thank you to all of you guys who's been watching our series on our legends. I just think that you guys have given us a reason to focus on that area, because it seems like that's what the people want. Like they say, give the people what they want, not what you want to watch. Yes, I really want to do different type of show, but you guys have shown that what moves you, what inspires your attention, what gains your attention is these interviews with the legend. Because let's look at it carefully. Somebody asked me a question last week, why am I not doing around the MPFL again? And when you look at the channel, you will know why. Okay, so look at Sunday Olise's interview, 17K views. Okay, Mocha Adikpaju, 4K, 8 views. What's it called? Oladimeji Lawal, 22K view and still counting. And then Brandy there that I thought would blow everybody out of the park for when I 1K. Okay, and then you look at around the MPFL. I mean, a fantastic interview that it was one of the most expensive interviews of all the recent ones. We had to go, take permission, do this one, package it all. Ugumodede. I mean, he's supposed to be a trendy man. He's supposed to be a man that everybody wants to know what's going on with him. 450. He never reached 500 views, right? And then we get past that again and come up to start putting the legend. Brighton Makaru. Not too many of you, I suppose, know him, but 12K views. Think about it. Now, Idowu Tubushi, this guy is from the 70s, 60s, and 70s. Nobody's supposed to know him. 3K 6 views, part 1, 4K views, part 2. And now we put Oganeka Rete, but Oganeka Rete's interview is not really what I would call an interview. It was big brother and little brother having a conversation. Very short time because he was preparing to go for training. I got the permission from him and the team. Like, okay, I should do that one. We should talk about it because we've been hanging on this for a while now. And just the 37-minute stuff that we did, I overshoot by 7 minutes plus, and it's already 4K 3. The Kudi that was uploaded 17 hours ago, the 2 videos, one is already 1K, one is heading up to the 1K. My point here with this is the people have spoken and we're going to work for the people. I mean, they are the ones who put in their data, their time and resources to watch and support the channel. As much as I want to do content around the MPFL, the people have shown that they are not interested in the stories or the interviews or the comment of the MPFL coaches. You can go down and check other around the MPFL and you will see 102. Look at players that MPFL players that we interviewed during the Super Eagles campaign. You can see they got the lowest views. Normally they say you go to the Super Eagles camp because it helps you to increase your views, right? Well, it doesn't. When it comes to the local players, it's just the MPFL players, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Remember how we put out the old Dikudi interview, the snippet was 24K views. So I'm just using that as an example to show you that, I mean, it's not working. Finidi George, almighty Finidi George interview. Very beautiful, brilliant interview that we spent time. The stuff I was offered this day to do that interview during the Super Series. I mean, I'm still scatter my car. Rain, it was a raining day. What? 448 views. Giscard, okay, 81 views. So I'm just giving you Raymond that asked the question. I'm just giving you a reason why we are drifting, why we are shifting lane and doing the things that we're doing. Do we hate the local coaches? No. Look at the one we did for Plateau United manager over a year now, 230 views. This one that we went to Enugu, that trip to Enugu, for those of you who don't know, we drove with a car from Jos to Abuja, flew from Abuja to Enugu, and then, cost us a whole lot just to do that interview. How many? 300 views. That if you're an investor, you'll be crazy to continue to want to do this type of things when you can really sit at home, even just doing interview with a Zoom. Look at the one for John Noble, for instance. I mean, I thought that this one would just shake heads, would move everybody because it was really interesting conversation. 464 views. The former coach of Aqua United, 364 views. So are you guys really saying I should continue with the... So look at this one, 140 views. The one... No, come on. If you're putting your money, you would be telling yourself, no, I can't do this anymore. So for those of you who are saying, oh, that you're not doing the around the MPFL interviews anymore, it's not like I don't want to do them. I seriously want to do them, but it's costing me money. And now look at what price. Look at the cost of flight ticket, traveling around. You want to travel around the MPFL, go and do content, and then you come back and you get what's it called? Such very, very minimal return in terms of engagement. You have to focus on something else. So that's the reason. So for me, I think that the people that follow the channel have spoken that what they're really more interested in is the stories of our legend. And if you look at even the content of the legend, you see people demanding, go and do Sunday, but go and do this one, go and do Afrijeba, go and do Tarila Korowanta. It means the people have decided. So for those of you who keep asking me, oh, you're no longer doing content around the MPFL, not like I don't want to, but the MPFL have proven that it is not commercially viable. People don't like it. You can't force a product that people don't like on them. And for me, that's where I draw the curtain and I'm saying to myself, no, I'm no longer interested. Let me focus on the one that gives me the numbers. Maybe when we get to probably 100 or 200,000 and we can afford it, we'll not say, okay, let's put some leftover fund and do this one for the MPFL, not because of the league, but probably because we want to give people like Joy, the Rairom, and the rest, a platform for them to grow. But having said that, this is the direction we're going because you people have decided. You've spoken by your actions and your inactions. Having said that, let's go to the stories as put together, the new segment as put together by Timothy Denbo. The first Southwest derby of the season went down in Ikene Saturday, where Remo Stars scored 1-0 win over 1-0 win over Sunshine Stars, with Ibrahim Babawo finding it in the 7th minute after the match. Speaking to the media, Remo Stars coach Daniel Ogumodede admitted that the team wasn't at its best, but he was happy to walk away with all 3 points. My brother, that's what's most important. Sometimes you don't have to be at your best.
Both sides showcase the kind of football we're looking at. They are not a pushover. I don't understand what you mean by you expected more. The more I expected as a coach is a maximum 3 points, which the boys have delivered. First Southwest derby of the season, they are here to also protect their image. They know what they passed through last season. They never want to pass through such humiliation again. So if I were in their position, I would also put up maybe such performance today. Nevertheless, we know it's not our best, but we're happy with the maximum 3 points to complement our last game. Just like you can see today, the boys fight gave a good account of earning 3 points. Not a beautiful game. It can't come beautiful all the time. Resilience, maybe we didn't show towards the end of the season last time. We want to be beautiful. We want to maintain our culture. We want to maintain our what we stand for. But sometimes you need to be off the rail to get what you want. And that was what they have displayed today, and I need to salute their courage.
Well, sometimes a good team plays badly and win. That's what's most important in football. If you have to bang on the fact that the only time you win games is when you play well, then your team will suffer because there is no team, not even Man City, not even the Imperials, Aribusaki's AC Milan, or the Carlo Ancelotti's Real Madrid can do that. Sometimes they play badly. On your bad day, you're able to grind the result. That's what makes a good team. Let's go to Aqua United camp. Aqua United head coach Mohamed Babaganari didn't hide his frustration after his team missed out on a win against Abia Warriors on match day 2 after a goalless draw against Lobby Stars in their first game. Aqua United struggled once again, falling behind as early as the 4th minute despite being on the back foot for much of the match. An equalizer from Ezekiel Edidion in the 95th minute from the spot salvaged a point for the home side. Babaganaro, speaking to the media after the game, admitted his disappointment in the team's lack of cutting edge in front of goal, though he gave credit to Abia Warriors for their resilient defending throughout the game. Mohamed Babaganaro, it's over to you.
Generally, it's a very bad game. It's a result that we never expect. I am really disappointed. The boys played very well. If you look at the game, we dominated the game from the beginning of the game up to the end, but we cannot be able to combat the chances we created. And Abia Warriors get a goal at the early minute of the first half, and I think they defend very well. Well, sometimes it's like that. If you don't concentrate, maybe you want to score a goal, you keep on pushing forward. And I think there are occasions that Abia have themselves in that position, but they didn't take it. They could have scored another.
My name is Frank.
All right, so the man say they could not combat their chances. Okay, I not convert or not combat. I don't know, but that's what I heard. That's what I heard saying. Let's go to the coach of the team that was forced to a last-minute equalizer. Abia Warriors manager coach Imama Mapakabo didn't hide his frustration during the post-match press conference after their draw against Aqua United. He openly expressed his displeasure with some of the referee's decision, feeling they affected the outcome. However, he made sure to praise his team for their solid defensive work. Imama also shared what he told his players before the season, reminding them they had 114 points to fight for. Now, with 5 points already dropped, he emphasized there are still 108 points on the table and they will give their all in the fight for those remaining points. Abia Warriors will be up against Sunshine Stars away in Ijebu next weekend on March the 3rd. I think the Abia Warriors will win that game, sure. Unless officiating decide to go a different way like it went in Uyo.
My players, I wanted them to play. We played 96 plus minutes of the game. It's at the referee discretion anyway to give the number of minutes that he wanted. But he beat my imagination. You know, I was wondering during the course of the second 45 minutes where the 5 minutes actually came from that we played. But haven't played up to 96 minutes. And there was a penalty that himself, in my opinion, took some bit of seconds to call. You know, and that thing I think changed the narratives of the game completely. Let us not forget that this game is live on television. This is how we want to sell Nigerian football to the world, and I think it is very, very wrong. And we shouldn't. It's too early in the season. This is the second week of the season, and we are beginning to get this kind of very, very negative and products, you know, being sold out to the world. Haven't said that. Yes, we planned for an early goal, which we were able to get. Then we made our other contingency plan that they were going to come, normal Nigerian teams, play the long balls, you know. But then, you know, kudos to them too. At the point in time, they were circulating the ball. All we needed to do was to stay organized behind the ball and wait for the counter. Unfortunately, we had several of them that came. You know, most of my players didn't come to the party. But like I said, I told my players before the start of the season, we had 114 points to play for. We lost 3 points at home. And we've been able to lose another 2 points to somebody that I think this is September. I think he decided to do a Christmas gift early. We've lost 2 points again. I think we still have about 108 points to play for, and we'll go to play for all those points.
Well, you didn't get a Christmas gift completely, okay? So, I don't know. Mama, see, I have some in Mama Pakabo story. You know, we play together, right? I have some in Mama stories, eh? Maybe on Friday. I don't know. I'll squeeze in, and those are the stories that I want to be talking about. Now, I don't want to be this MPFA thing. I'm done. If I have my way, self, I'll tell Timothy, don't be giving me MPFA story. I'm not interested in all these stories anymore. Well, let's talk about Arsenal's head coach. Mikel Arteta was full of praise for his players following their North London derby victory over Tottenham Hotspur. Well, Tottenham is a shitty club anyway. A 64-minute header from injured Gabriel off a Bukayo Saka corner was enough to secure the win for the Gunners. In his post-match press conference, Arteta expressed his admiration for the team's attitude, noting that it wasn't easy for some of them to perform at such a high level. He credited his players for handling the game well, regardless of the circumstances, and for showing determination needed to get the result. Mikel Arteta, where are they?
That they adapt. Loving the game means that you are able to do things regardless of the context. Jorginho loves the game. He loves the game. He doesn't play it, but loves winning. And when he's not playing, he's throwing like an animal at his age after winning everything. So when you ask him to play 90 minutes, like he hasn't played probably for the last 5 months, he's able, even cramping everywhere, managed to do it. The same with Jurgen. He's been a year out. He hasn't played 90 minutes at all, and he was struggling today. But he managed to do it for the team. And like all this guy, I don't know without a preseason already how many minutes he's played, and it was unbelievable, all of them. But that's the spirit and the characters that we have. I love.
Press conference. Jamie Adelaide did one corner with the PA head. They compare MPFA with DPA. When I go beat that boy, you're not going to see IT look camera again. Let's go to the all-time highest goal scorer of the English Premier League. One man who scores and scores and scores and scores. Alan Shearer is on his own again. This time, that's the way ETH go do so for Alan Shearer. I should say Man United and I go feed the heat. Who go laugh last? I always say don't fight the man with the microphone anyway. Marcus Rashford netted his first goal of the season in Manchester United 3-0 win over Southampton at St. Mary's over the weekend. Okay, during an appearance on BBC Match of the Day with Gary Lineker, Alan Shearer was asked whether he feels Rashford is unfairly criticized. Shearer responded by saying he doesn't believe Rashford is singled out unfairly, explaining that the expectations are higher because of the standard Rashford has set with his goal scoring in the past. He added that Rashford has shown he can deliver and now hopes he will find the net more consistently moving forward. Let me ask this question. Is there anybody out there that Marcus Rashford is unfairly criticized, unjustly criticized? People just pick on him for no just cause, for no good reason. Okay, I need to get your own opinion on that one. For me, I don't know. I think that Marcus Rashford should be doing more. Marcus Rashford should not be in a team and they are struggling that, oh, we don't have a striker, we're not scoring or we're not creating. I think he's done, like, he's had more experience, he's played at the very highest level. But when you see some result, the way some performances and the way he just lackadaisically go through game, you kind of like wonder, is this really how the standard of the game should be for him? But hey, whatever you think, click on the like buttons if you're on the live already. Please click on the like button. Let's get the show going. Alan Shaya, talk to us.
No, I don't think it has been unfair. He doesn't get criticised when he plays like he did today. That was much better. So hopefully, you've mentioned the conference. We all know what it's like. That he's got that goal. We'll see more of that now. No, it's because of the standards that he set. We saw him score 2 seasons ago over 30 goals. We know he can do it. You want to see that on a more regular basis. There was a reason why he wasn't in the England squad. Now, but when he performs like that, he doesn't get any criticism. Much better today. I think hopefully you'll see that more on a regular basis now because he can do it.
Well, let's move away from men and go to women. When you add bomb, and pastor in the same word, sometimes it's just kind of like, I don't know how it sounds to you, but that's how this name always remind me of. Chelsea women's head coach Sonia Pastor reaffirmed her confidence in her goal of winning the Champions League with the team. A statement she made in her very first interview speaking on the BBC Football Daily Show, Pastor said that if Chelsea falls short of that target, she will take full responsibility. She emphasized that she's working tirelessly with her players to ensure they achieve that ambition. Okay, Pastor, preach on, preacher. Okay.
No pressure because I've been used to that. And when I was a player, when I was the head coach in Lyon, so this is why I came here, and I take all the responsibility for that. If we don't achieve that goal, I will be the one you need to blame. So I'm fine with that, and this is something.
Elecbetter TV Radio. We are.
No pressure gives me more power. Every day when I come and walk to the building, I just want to make sure, we work really hard. And for me, it's really clear. They were so close last season to be on the final of the Champions League. So I will try to make sure, I'll bring my experience and my maybe winning mentality, maybe to make the next step. But there is no pressure on that because, if you want to be honest, when you come to this club, you just get everything you need to perform. The club has all the infrastructures we need to perform. They have the players. They have the quality in the staff. So this is about it.
I hope they win, or at least if the men are not doing well. But I'm one of those people who believe the team will do well eventually. I don't know. I just have the team you really want to banter. If you've been following football in the last 20 years, bantering Chelsea is ill advice. It doesn't. Chelsea is not Spurs now. Come on, Chelsea is not Spurs. Chelsea is not, one of those Momo teams like Tottenham Hotspur that you will go and banter. So let's be honest. In the last 20-25 years, Chelsea have been among the top five best clubs in the whole world. So why would a few season of bad result lead to bantering them? I'm an Arsenal fan. I don't think I have the impetus, the audacity to banter them anyway, and I don't think anybody should. They should be given the time to do that. Well, let's talk about some of the headlines we're seeing in football. Football is sweet, football is just beautiful like that. Christian Romero retweet post hitting at Tottenham for not flying players back from international duty on private jet after the Spurs defender was at fault for Arsenal's winner in the derby. I don't know how he's at fault. The jump over him was that, okay? Whatever the story is, people will just try to raise. I'm not making excuses for them. They're Spurs, they're a shitty club. But how does that affect anything? Okay? Angie Ball is great fun, but it can be untidy. Arsenal looked a stronger, more serious outfit, according to Matt Barlow. Yes, Gabriel's winning goal for Arsenal in the North London derby should not have stood, claimed Paul Massin and Les Ferdinand after defender came into contact with Christian Romero. Shut up! Shut up, your gutter mat. All of now, all you motherfucker. Get out of here. Just smelly body. Talk rubbish. At least, what's it called? Raheem Sterling made his debut. They run like monkey there. But that guy called Erling Haaland. Make una hold am. Nobody go fit win it. Nobody can win anything if Man City and Erling Haaland, man on a mission, continues like this. Because what Pep Guardiola's agenda is no longer to win titles. It's just to rubbish the Premier League. Before this, there are 115 point count charges and the bubble setting. They want to set themselves so far that even if you deduct point from them, they will still be in the league. But that's one part of the story. The second part of the story that I think is another, for the fun of it, for the jealous fans, for the haters, what I don't like using, but let me just use it, permit me to use it here and I will explain. A lot of people want to see Man City get punished, get banned. But think about it for a minute. How it will reflect on supposedly investors in the Premier League. Don't forget that this Premier League that we're talking about, is carried on the shoulders of foreigners. Foreign money, foreign players, foreign coaches, foreign administrators. If you now ban Man City, and your reason for banning Man City is that they spend money, at some point everybody say, you know what? Because who and be like Newcastle? Let's be honest. Who wants to be Newcastle? Want to put in so much money and be constricted? You're not able to flex your muscle, your money muscles, and you're still where you used to be. The only difference is that, okay, you're no longer a relegation threatening club, but you're just there pretending like Spurs, pretending like you're trying to compete when you're shit. Yeah, they won 2 very good games. They won against Spurs, but Spurs is a shitty team. We will not beat Spurs. And then they won against Wolves away. Fine. But at the end of the day, are they going to be able to stand up and be counted? Are they going to compete for anything? Are they going to win anything? That is the deal. Now, to my analysts out there, please, what happened to Liverpool? Who watched the Liverpool game? I did not. I'm honest to God, I did not. I wasn't, available to watch that game. There was nothing I could do. I was dealing with some medical emergencies on the home front with my missus. Now, what happened to Liverpool? How did Liverpool? Anfield, though, it's not even like they went to Forest. Anfield. And it's not like it's Tower. Is it Tower One that scored the goal? It's not Tower One that scored that. Odoi. It's the one that scored. My question is, what happened to Liverpool? What happened to Jesus? My FPL. I went to go and captain Mo Salah. Like, it's not Forest now. They will score like hat-trick against them. 6 goals. Rubbish. If I leave my captain for my Erling Haaland there. It's my captain. Trusted him. Okay. Paul Massin says, I've got more chance of winning strictly. Arsenal icon Paul Massin in brutal response when asked if Ange Postecoglou can deliver a trophy for Spurs this season. For where? Which trophy? We're talking Spurs. If you coach Spurs, you go from Gra to Legbere very, very fast. This guy came into the league, and before you could say anything, he didn't learn anything from what's that guy? No, Espirito Santo. Just came in, 1-3 straight manager of the month. Joy, what's it called? Gwen was dancing, was jumping like doing gymnastics, was doing like say she be Simone bars. You see her, she jump all those anyhow, like say she be Toby Amuson. Well, we know now. She don't abandon them. Then go deny you. Then no we again. No, she don't abandon them. Go me Man City. That's how they love. They don't keep their heart with you. They claim that they love you. What matters? What pressure come? They run. God, they lie. Use me to the lie. Say, I mean, no, the letter. No. Nothing to talk about. Nothing to talk about. It's just creep But let's break it down. Somebody tell me what you saw with the Liverpool game. What happened in Liverpool? Then let me tell you what I saw because I watched Arsenal game for 90 minutes. And everybody's saying Gabriel Magalhaes is the man of the match. I don't have any argument. But guys, you see Julian Timbers, a player who got a yellow card, it's early in the game, right? You would expect him to like tone down, to slow down, and I don't see why that was a yellow card. He was a player with the ball. He was rolling on the ball, and then he got that yellow card. I mean, this yellow card came in the 35th minute of the game. It was floating on the edge, like this cannot make him scary because remember. Destiny Udogie got a yellow card in the 27th minute, and after that time, you could see that he was avoiding contact. He was playing well going forward, but defensively, he was avoiding contact. And this is one of those days where if Odegaard was in the game, maybe Arsenal would have scored more than one goal. But you could see that he was, being very, very careful, being scared to go get himself involved in any major contact. But Julian Timbers, for where he was there, he was everywhere. And I like the way Arsenal set up the team, like. Okay, you know what? We're not going to go gongo. We don't have all the players to do that. But what we want to do, Jorginho and Thomas Partey, you guys are slow. In your slow motion, please stay in front of William Saliba and Gabriel. For as long as we make sure we stop them from scoring, we will definitely have our one chance. And when that chance comes, we would score it. And it was just fantastic. A beautiful job. Well done by the entire team. But the defense line was good. William Saliba a bit underperformed, but still there. And Raya was Raya-ing everywhere. And I'm sure that Ramses Dow will be watching that game and be saying, well, I think that my son is not really as good as that. It's Arteta that deceived us. Arteta took him from relegation from Sheffield and brought him to this team and taught him how to be a good goalkeeper. Class. Now go back. Go to the left. Get out. United that cannot really score goal, you go and consider 3 goals against them. People are arguing he made 7 saves. And he considered 3. So for the 10 goals now, yeah. And I've heard some people say Martinelli didn't do well, but what they didn't understand was the fact that he was doubling in that triangular play. Arsenal was not playing to go out. Arsenal was playing to defend, to stay solid, hoping that when they get a kick, those spot dead ball, they'll be able to attack it. And obviously they got a goal, which was beautiful, well saved by Bukayo Saka, and well taken. I like the way Trossard and Havertz did more of slotting into the midfield, so that a player like Maddison would not get the ventilation that he needed to pass the ball, to distribute, to do the flushing that he normally does when he's in his element. Okay, so Tottenham are shit, I agree, but sometimes you need to give them credit. I always say something about Solanke. There's a guy on my neck that this Solanke that 2 seasons ago I tweeted that I would rather die than have a Solanke in my team. That was the difference between Solanke and Eddie Nketiah. And somehow last season, Solanke proved me wrong, tried to prove me wrong, and he performed that one season wonder. Now he's playing like somebody who have epilepsy. No disrespect to people who are suffering from epilepsy, but it's just figure of speech, please. And he's playing like, oh God, they use the tag by shooter. He cannot attack the ball. He just that game could have gone for 10 hours and Spurs still wouldn't have scored. Okay, unless they manufacture the penalty for them like they did in Aqua. But for as long as it was a normal game, they're not scoring. They're not scoring one goal. Nothing. They were playing. Son was hidden. That one, the locker somewhere was nowhere to be found. In France, Paris Saint-Germain cannot stop winning. I think that Paris Saint-Germain have found their mojo. That's what I would say. They don't have the razzmatazz, the whole bubbling talk of big name players and more. But one thing they've got going is they've created a cohesive unit. Like I keep saying, that would have been the best team for Victor Osimhen to go find his feet. But why I'm talking about the French league today, it's not even because of Paris Saint-Germain. Yeah, Bakola is doing well, scoring 4 goals already this season. Dembele for Paris Saint-Germain, 3 goals, scored 2 assists, fantastic. And you also have Kolo Muani, who scored 2 goals already. You have Lee Kangin, who scored 2 goals already for Paris Saint-Germain. All of these guys are Paris Saint-Germain. But look at the top of the goal scorers chart. It's early days, as everybody will say. It's not something to talk about, to make noise about. Moses Simon have also scored 2 and created 1. But look at the top. And then Gift Orban for Lyon have scored 2 as well. But look at the top of the pile. The stone that the builder rejected is becoming the chief cornerstone. Mason Greenwood is singing redemption song Brother man has scored 5 goals this season, no assist, but really getting it going. I would waiting for him to end the season as the highest goal scorer. I really would, because I just think that. So listen, no matter who writes you off, it is up to you to write your own story. And he's showing us that he can write his story and write it in his own ink. I like the way he's going about it. So let's come to you guys now and see. Leicester City could have won that game against Crystal Palace, but they ended up drawing the game. Now, does that set up the same for the Manchester United Crystal Palace, which is the next game? In case you guys have forgotten, that's the next game. And this type of setup means that nothing is guaranteed, nothing is sure. Anything is possible. Crystal Palace will be looking at Man United and say, you know what, we did well. But let's be very, very honest. Let's give it to Manchester United. I know that they played against Southampton. Who wouldn't win against Southampton? Let's be very honest. Yeah. Is there anybody who wouldn't win against Southampton? But Southampton was the better team for the better part of the first half. Once Archer, I don't understand what he was thinking. Took him about 39 seconds to dwell over it. Cameron Archer, Cameron, whatever his name is. And then he played that lame kick to Onana. And Onana was shouting, "What's my name? Onana." Saved the ball. And the rest, as they say, 3 goals history for Manchester United. And that, took Manchester United from a situation where they could have lost the game to winning it and not feeling good. But they're in 10th position. Even the 10th builder, Chelsea, are in 8th position with 2 wins, 1 draw, and the loss. Manchester United already have 2 losses, 2 wins this season already. But you look at that and say that there was a part of that game that you could have seen them lose the game. Now you're playing against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace are not better players. They've not won a game this season. They've drawn 2 and lost 2. So they're not a team that look like the team that everybody should be afraid of. Okay, anything is possible. Things can go wrong. Man United should be able to win their next game, but it's still far off. There's Champions League, there's European competition going to go down this week, so we'll find time to talk about that one. But Man United, what do you guys think about them? I mean, are they back in the place where we cannot say, you know what, Man United have found their mojo? Because, come on, Ugarte came in the second half of that game. Matos Delete turned on the lights, scoring that goal. Marcus Rashford found his shooting boot and he squeezed the ball in like squeezing water out of the rock. And, everything just seemed to work well after the miss or the penalty save, not miss penalty, the penalty save. So, what says you? And Chelsea, Huffed and Puff struggled, scored an Nkunku penalty, and that was all she wrote. The most important thing is that when they're not scoring a lot of goals, they also find solidity in defending. If you praise Arsenal for winning 1-0, then you should also praise Chelsea for winning 1-0. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. The most important thing is if you win City, it's 3 points. If you win against the team at the foot of the table, it's 3 points. So with that kind of performance, let me hear your own take from games that went down over the weekend in the Premier League, in the German Bundesliga, French League on the Italian Serie A, or whatever league, the La Liga. Barcelona are in that place where, I don't know, is there anybody who expected the Hansi Flick board to be this productive this early? Like, first season just coming on and fitting in perfectly well. Because they played 5 games and all 5 games they've won all. 15 points to the goods already. Real Madrid, yes, have drawn 2, 1-3. They've also not lost, just the same way with Atletico de Madrid and Villarreal, who all have 11 points. And you look at the goal scoring chart as well. Barcelona are up there with the first 3 players. Okay, so it is Robert Lewandowski with 4 goals and 2 assists. I mean, Yamal got 2 yesterday in their 4-0 win with 3 goals and 4 assists already. Then you have Rafinha, who didn't have a good first season. Last season wasn't good for him. But then it's gone on to do 3 goals and 2 assists already before you start looking at the other guys. Kylian Mbappe, he said he did start the season well, but it's already got 3 goals in a new league. Moving to a new league, for me, in my opinion, that's not a bad one. That's not a bad one for me. But hey, people would always judge him by higher standard, even than the standard of Rashford. When Rashford and Mbappe are not mates anyway. They're not mates, so the standard should be different. But I'm just asking. And I've not seen much of the player that everybody was talking about in the transfer window, Nico. I've not seen much of him this season. I hope that eventually finds his shooting boot, his assist, his goal scoring boot, and all that. Then we will know what's up. But for now, let's just move on. So, if you've got anything to say, question to ask, opinion, whatever, let's get it done. Let's start from the top. Victor Malalu PhD says that Ademola of a guy is good and deserves to be next African best. I agree with you 100%. Panties, nobody's arguing it, but I'm just worried about the people that will vote. Adela Lama say, what a weekend for Nigerian footballers. Assist everywhere. Adela Lama say, went on to say, Nigerian boys assisting and scoring goals. Victor Malalu says, Lukaku is enjoying himself. I'm happy for him. He knows where his strength lies. Yeah. Additional Avuma say Conte with his magic has brought back with organization to Napoli top notch. Conte does not know how to draw, win or lose. At this rate, he will gather plenty 3 points to run away. Let's watch. I agree with you. Conte seems to be doing something wonderful. Maybe he's auditioning for the Italian national team job again. I don't know, but I like what he's doing. I like what he's putting together. Taking time to watch Napoli. Frastelli does look like he's playing differently in a different system, but everybody seems to be working together. There is a shift, a hard work kind of shift, like the season where they won the league. Certainly days, but they're top of the league, top of the pile. Victor Malalu says, mine is Liverpool game because Liverpool have not considered a goal until that moment. As for Arsenal, I know Arsenal will win the game. Boss, it's a derby. Arsenal is one team that always show up in a derby game. Yes, I do, especially against Spurs. But come on, Arsenal have not. There's no Arsenal manager that have won 3 straight games against Spurs at 3-point lane. Arsene Wenger in his 22 years was not able to achieve it. The last manager to do it was George Graham. In 1988, he won 3 straight consecutive games at White Hart Lane. And so you could, building up to this match, coming from international break, to not be really fantastic for Arsenal. So when you find out that Mikel Merino is not available, Declan Rice is suspended, and then you have Odegaard injured, believe me, there's something to worry about. And what got me worried was the fact that, okay, Arsenal will play this game, then go on to play Atlanta. I'm not really bothered because there's still a lot of games. But then after that, you go to Etihad. It will be ridiculous to have drawn against Brighton, a game that they should have won, and then come and lose against Spurs, and then go and lose against Man City. Because at that point, come on, out of 9, you pick up only 1 point very early in the season. You're already packing your bus. You're out of the title race. So I'm not saying Arsenal are going to win the title, but if they are in it to the end, it is better than just being out of it from very early and then they start thinking, okay, let's recalibrate our plan. Let's go and win FA Cup. Arsenal can win all the FA Cup for all I care. I will still consider the season a failure. So they should be in the title race. I'm not saying I reject winning the FA Cup, but imagine Arsenal are out of the title race pretty early. And whatever comes thereafter is useless unless they win the Champions League. Okay? But hey, it's beautiful to see them beat Spurs, and now what they will do against Man City, I hope again we're able to go there and then this time look at Rodri in the face and tell him what mentality this is after maybe 90 minutes and we win and pick up all 3 points. Okay? Aditya Lavuma said Liverpool Nottingham Forest was the top in the shocking result this weekend. The exciting game was Madrid versus Real Sociedad. Was an exciting game. Yeah, but Madrid won the game. Okay. Justin Lema says, good morning, Elegbate family. Good morning to you. Trust you had a great weekend. I want to ask this question. What number do we call the 2 center back? It used to be 5 and 6. Okay, but French people force us to say that number 4 position is 6. So now it's going to be 4 and 5. It's 4 and 5. That's the number. Adisha Lavuma says the weekend was full of great goals, and I think I'll ask Mario that question. Let me know what they call it in Germany. Ask Mario later on the Views from the Stands show, and I will get a proper understanding. Okay. Adisha Lavuma said the weekend was full of great goals, and the EPL also gave us some long-range goals that we are yearning for. Bring back long-range shots. It brings excitement. Is the urge we need. Long-range goals give you excitement, give you beauty, because if there is no player interfering, you forget about VAR. If there's no player in front of the in an offside position in front of the goalkeeper, VAR have no goal. What the French people will call ooh la la. Yes, that's a very Nice one. The lot of you said the MPFA brand has not helped matters so far. Thank God the Chronicles of the Legend is with my brother. At some point, because of the cost the cost of running it and the way fuel price is going up, everything is going up. For instance, a 4-liter gallon of engine oil, you're going to spend 18,000 something. Everything's just crazy. And then if you want to go, let's say you're going to a Kenya, you're going to have a photographer, 2 cameramen, or okay, you want to be minimal. You take 1 cameraman and you eliminate the soundman just because you're managing. A Kenya here, plus or minus 100K will come down. And then you put 100K and the video is not even getting 1K view. That's one. Let's say you're going to Ibadan. I'm not even going far now. Let's do around the neighborhood. You're going to Ibadan. Another 100 to 120 will come. And then you go interview Benga Gubote or their players. And then you're seeing 142 views, 142 and a half views. To be very honest, as an investor, you're thinking to yourself, man, you have a wife, you have children, you have a wife who's always telling you, we need this, we need that. You're trying to balance the book. People will not always come to your aid. People will not always come to rescue you. Okay? So you start asking yourself, am I crazy? Am I doing the right thing or I'm doing the wrong thing? Am I on the right track? But then you sit back and you say, okay, let's interview this legend. Maybe you go to First Start, maybe you do a Zoom interview, something very simple and basic. Apart from the internet, the data, and then the electricity, every Zoom interview to me feels like a gift that falls on my lap. Like, that's not work. You don't have to do any editing. You don't have to just post it like that. And then you're seeing 10K views, 15K views. Then you're asking yourself, as a business, what would you do? Yes, I want to promote the MPFL. I push the MPFL like it's my father's job, my father's business. But at some point, you have to look at it and say, you know what? This is not worth it. It's not. The people are not even accepting it. No matter how you clean and rich, no matter how you put out, people just don't like it. And you cannot continue to sell rat meat as rabbit meat. At some point, people will stop coming to your shop and your business will fold up. So for those who are saying, oh, you're not doing MPFA again, no, it's just not, the market is not accepting it. We've tried. If there's anybody who's pushed the MPFL, I can beat my chest and say I'm the one, but the market is just not taking it, so we'll have to leave it like that. Additional of say, if Ademola Lookman continues his consistency, he will be heading to a top club next season. Happy for the lad. Okay, I pray he continues to keep his head down and play his heart. He is a great as well, and thank you for making sure that this show runs this morning. And Additional went on to say, Arsenal did what was necessary to win against Tottenham. Wednesday is another tricky game. No, I think it's on Thursday. Arsenal is playing on Thursday in the UEFA Champions League against Ademola Lookman and co. I mean, Lookman was mentioned as one of the players Arsenal wanted to sign this window. He will have a chance again to audition. Arsenal is going away at the Bergamo. Bergamo is a place where it's tricky to go there, and we'll see. I mean, Arteta, one of the things that Arteta have been able to prove from last season to this season is that he is a coach. And it's one of those things that make me not to like Wenger. Wenger plays the same style against everybody. It doesn't put a variation to his style. It's why I would never consider him a good coach. I think he was lucky because he also couldn't, with that squad, Arsenal's golden, sure, that was a diamond generation. We could not win the Premier League back to back. There's something about, if I can spend the whole day talking about Wenger and I will not be able to pick up something good from him, right? But let's leave Wenger out to the conversation today. So, what I like about Arteta is the fact that he now knows that not every opposition you play the same style against. Not everybody will go the Arsenal. What is even the Arsenal way? What's that thing? The Arsenal way. What do people mean by that when they say play the Arsenal way? Are you really serious right now that you want to play the Arsenal way? How can you play the Arsenal way? Sometimes your team is depleted. You change your style. You play boring, play dirty football and win, like they did against Spurs. Arsenal was not really that exciting, but they just know that, look, if we keep defending, if we keep hanging in there, we don't concede a goal, our chances of winning will come. We will get one chance, we'll face the goalkeeper, we would, have something. And when that time comes, let's be able to take it. And then they took it. That's it. Right? But they avoided defeat. That's the most important thing. They go all out. And I was looking at Spurs. Spurs, the players, and they keep that kind of high line on defense. I don't blame them. I just make telling already the score goes from everywhere soon. But let's